Root cause analysis is a technique that's most appropriate and effective right at the beginning of our business analysis efforts and when we're evaluating solutions. Of course, solution evaluation could also include our strategy analysis as we evaluate solutions that are already in place. That's what we'll seek to do here. Use root cause analysis to determine what causes might underlie symptomatic problems that exist in the organization and that we can capture as part of our present state of affairs. Root cause analysis may be either reactive or proactive in nature. With reactive efforts, we focus on identifying root causes of issues that are currently faced by the organization. However, we can also consider proactive analysis as part of our early work here, focusing on identifying potential future issues and resolving them in advance of any problems taking place by seeking to identify potential root causes before they even emerge. Whether proactive or reactive in nature, our root cause analysis follows a similar process. First, we must start by defining the problem that we have identified. Then we collect data that can help us to better understand our current problem, whether from a performance or a process perspective or another perspective that can help us in understanding the true reach and depth of the problem that we've defined. From there, we can identify the underlying causes that are something that we need to address and then determine the actions that we can take in order to eliminate or help to at least decrease the negative effects related to the root causes that we've identified. Fishbone diagrams are an interesting visualization tool that we can use in order to better understand root causes and to track how they might connect to the symptoms that we can most easily see in the organization. Also known as cause and effect diagrams or Ishikawa diagrams, these diagrams help to trace problems back to their root cause source by asking why through a series of times in order to understand what sort of underlying elements might be driving the problems that we're facing. These can be useful in strategy analysis in order to identify flaws in the present state that may become the focus of objectives and of our defined future state vision for us to resolve as part of our change initiative efforts. Fishbone diagrams look like this, with a problem illustrated at the right-hand side, and a variety of cause categories found cascading off of this. Here, we can also have a number of stubs related to primary causes that we believe might be behind the problem that we're facing, and a variety of secondary causes that dig even deeper. Let's take a look at a specific example. Our problem might be that our production is running behind schedule for a new product that we have launched into the market. There are a variety of potential cause categories this could fall in. We might have problems with our equipment, our processes, our people, the materials that we use to make the product, or the external environment in which we're operating, or it could be problems related to management. Within this, a variety of primary causes might include improper training of our people, delayed approvals by managers, client delays or delayed approvals in the external environment, inefficient workflows from a process point of view, or inferior equipment from our equipment point of view. If we have the wrong materials or inferior materials, that could be an issue as well. In fact, we see these as a few of our secondary potential causes, and we should investigate whether improper materials is best defined as being wrong or poor quality in nature. Similarly, when it comes to inefficient workflows, are there unoptimized steps, or are we perhaps duplicating work as part of our processes that need to be addressed? By going through this process and continuing to ask not only why are we behind schedule, but why do we believe our workflow is inefficient? And why do we believe, or what type of work might be being duplicated here or might not be optimized? We can dig further and further until we find the root source of the issue and then define plans to help address it. Root cause analysis ensures that cause and effect are accurately defined and facilitates decision-making regarding corrective actions that should be taken. However, the analyst needs to have experience in defining root cause and conducting analysis in order to be most effective. A lack of familiarity with the organization or with the diagnostic techniques that can be used to dig further and elicit information more effectively from stakeholders can limit the effectiveness of our work to identify root causes. Further, it may be difficult to complete successfully in complex situations or those where there are many unknown factors at play, simply because we can't fully get a grasp on all of the factors that might be driving our particular challenges. By being proactive about root cause analysis, beginning by looking at the present state of affairs in the organization and then applying it to our work in the change initiative as it's completed, rather than simply once all work has been completed at the end, we stand a much better chance of being able to identify root causes and eliminate them early before they become problematic for the organization and more difficult to identify.